how's it going? It's Morgan, and welcome to the Mickey Report. Today we are celebrating Goofy's 89th birthday. Happy birthday, Goofy! So stay tuned. Alright, so for Goofy's birthday, I decided to talk a little bit about his history with Disney. He debuted in 1932 in Mickey's Revue as Dippy Dog. That was his original name. And later that year, he was reimagined as a much younger dog character, and they renamed him Goofy, and it was in the cartoon called The Whoopie Party. You know, during the 1930s, he was usually in a comedic trio with Mickey and Donald, such as in Mickey's Polo Team, or in my personal favorite, The Lonesome Ghost. Who else loves The Lonesome Ghost? Let me know in the comments, because I love that one. Anyway, I think you can actually watch that one on Disney Plus, actually. Anyway, moving on. And in the 1940s and 50s, Goofy eventually got his own series of shorts called the How To series, and you know, that included I'm having a hard time thinking, I'm sorry, the Oscar-nominated short called How to Play Football. I think that was his most popular, and it's hilarious. If you haven't watched it, I recommend watching it. And it's interesting, sometimes it depends on who you ask. Goofy has two full names, apparently. Sometimes they call him GG Goofy Goof, because he was voiced by George G. Geef, and so that's where the GG comes from. And sometimes he has the full name Goofus D. Dog. Just depends on who you ask. I thought that was interesting. He has two full names, so I don't know. I like the GG Goofy Goof because, you know, people refer to him as Goof or Mr. Goof. So that's the one I think is correct. And over the years, you know, Goofy's been in a lot of different series, and my personal favorite was Goof Troop, which was in the 90s. And, you know, I would come home from school, turn on the Disney Channel, and geek out on that. I loved the Goof Troop. You know, it's adventures of Goofy and his son Max, and, you know, the crazy antics of his neighbor Pete and PJ. Man, I love that show. I could watch that show all day long. It's so nostalgic for me. Yeah, I know I'm dating myself a little bit here. Yes, I was a kid in the 90s, but if you haven't watched Goof Troop, then you need to. And if you don't like Goof Troop, well, that's just sad. Even though Goofy is often portrayed as dim-witted and super clumsy, there are moments where he's actually quite clever and intuitive. You know, plus he's a grade A dad. You know, he raised Max as a single dad, and he's amazing. You know, he truly cares. You can tell he has a big heart, especially for his son. Like, for example, if you saw Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, there's a story about Goofy and Max. And Max, he's having a hard time because his belief in Santa Claus is waning, because Pete told Max that Santa Claus didn't exist. And so Goofy set out to prove that Santa Claus exists, to keep his son's spirit of Christmas and Santa Claus alive. So he waits out on the roof all night long with a camera and with a blanket, waiting for Santa Claus to come, because he wants so bad to show the son that he loves so much that Santa Claus exists. And he even goes to the length of, he spells out a message in the snow using a shovel saying, "Don't forget Max," so that Santa Claus can see it as he flies over. And so I'm like, man, that's a good dad. Or like in the movie, the Goofy movie, when, you know, he thinks Max got in trouble, and, well, Max did get in trouble at school, but the principal way over exaggerated the situation, but I digress. Goofy thinks that Max is getting into trouble, and so he takes Max on this crazy long, amazing vacation to connect with him and to help him through his problems. And even though Max wasn't up for it at first, they connect. And anyway, great movie. Love that movie. Goofy's last theatrical appearance was in the movie, an extremely Goofy movie back in the year 2000. But he's made several movie cameos and a couple since that movie actually. He was a cameo in The Lion King 1.5 and also in Saving Mr. Banks in 2013. So both movies you should watch. Saving Mr. Banks was excellent. I highly recommend that one if you haven't seen it. So yeah, that is a brief history on Goofy. If there's anything else you think I should know about Goofy, let me know in the comments below. I'm happy to hear Goofy trivia and anything about him. And so happy birthday, Goofy. It's your 89th birthday. To all you watching, celebrate with a cupcake or your favorite treat and light a candle and sing happy birthday for Goofy. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and please consider subscribing. Ladies, I have an awesome free Facebook group called the Mickey Report where you can come and connect with other Lady Disney fans. And it's so much fun. We just talk Disney all day long. And so if you want to join, it's free. Click the link below and I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching.